Hello dear students, welcome to online learning program. Myself, Mrs. Madhuri Nehire from HPT Arts and RYK Science College Nasik. In this lecture, we will start with 12th Physics, chapter number 9, Current Electricity, in which we will learn about Kirchhoff's laws and their applications. विद्यार्थी मित्रांनो, यातील ॲप्लिकेशन्स एक्सपेरिमेंट्स आपण प्रॅक्टिकली लॅबमध्ये व्हेरीफाय करणार आहोत. म्हणूनच प्रॅक्टिकलच्या दृष्टीने हे चॅप्टर अतिशय महत्त्वाचे. In 11th standard, we have studied Ohm's law and how to calculate the effective resistance of two or more resistances in series and in parallel combination. However, a circuit containing several complex connections of electrical components cannot be easily reduced into a single loop by using the rules of series and parallel combination of resistors. या दोघं सर्किट डायग्राम मध्ये आपण बघतोय की नंबर ऑफ रेजिस्टर्स आर कनेक्टेड अलॉंग विथ द सोर्सेस and also the combination is neither series nor in parallel. To analyze such complex circuits, Kirchhoff stated two rules. In 1842, Robert Kirchhoff stated two laws to determine currents and potential differences in the complicated circuits. Before describing these laws, we will define some terms used for electrical circuits. Electrical network is a combination of various electric components and sources connected in a complicated manner. In this circuit, we are observing four resistances are connected along with the three sources. The points A and B are known as junction point where three or more conductors are joined together. Any point in an electrical circuit where three or more conductors are joined together called as junction point. While discussing the first law, the junction, we have to consider the another term, the branch, that is any part of the network that lies between two junctions. Here we are observing three paths, that is the path 1, path 2 and path 3 that lies between the two junctions, and the third term, loop, any closed conducting path. The closed word is very important. The initial and final position must be same, and the path of the loop or direction of the loop that may be in clockwise, or you can select in anti-clockwise. While applying Kirchhoff's second law, the closed loop we have to consider. Let us see about the Kirchhoff's first law, also known as current law or junction rule. The statement of the law is the algebraic sum of electric currents at a junction in any electrical network is always zero. The algebraic sum of electric currents at a junction where more than three conductors are made in any electrical network is always zero. Mathematically, we can write summation of I is equal to 0. Let at a junction point P, I1 and I4, the currents are entering at the junction, and I2, I3, I5, the currents leaving the junction. As per the sign conventions, the current arriving at the junction are taken positive. Currents towards the junction are taken positive, and the currents away from the junction or leaving the junction, they are considered as a negative. Applying sign conventions at junction P as I1 and I4, अरायव्हिंग करंट्स, जंक्शनकडे येणारे करंट्स आहेत म्हणून त्यांना दिली आपण साईन पॉझिटिव्ह. आणि I2, I3 and I5. These are the currents leaving the junction. So as per the sign conventions, the negative sign is assigned and hence the summation of the currents at a junction is equal to 0. या लॉवर MCQ साठी विचारला जाणारा नेहमीचा प्रश्न म्हणजे on which principle is law based? Flow of charge per unit time is the current. Some amount of charge is received per unit time due to the currents arriving at a junction and the same amount of charge leaves the junction per unit time. Sum of total of two leaving and arriving the currents is same. That means there is the conservation of charges. The charges cannot accumulate at a junction. Thus, the Kirchhoff's first law based on the conservation of electrical charges. Let us see the statement of Kirchhoff's second law. It is also called as Kirchhoff's voltage law or loop rule. The algebraic sum of the potential differences. That means the product of current and resistance and the electromotive forces in a closed loop is 0. You can write mathematically summation of IR means potential difference across the conductors and summation of E electromotive forces for the sources in a closed loop is 0. Another way we can state the law as the algebraic sum of all the potential differences along a closed loop in a circuit is 0. Algebraic sum of EMF. Algebraic sum of EMF energy per unit charge correspond to the energy supplied by the source. This energy appears in the form of electrical potential difference across the electrical elements or devices in the loop. Hence, Kirchhoff's voltage law is consistent with the law of conservation of energy. Kirchhoff's first law based on the conservation of charges and Kirchhoff's second law based on the conservation of energy. For cell, the EMF is taken negative when we traverse from positive to negative terminal of the cell, and the EMF is taken positive when we traverse from negative to positive terminal of the cell. For conductors, the potential falls along the direction of the current and it rises opposite to the current path. If path traces against the direction of current, potential difference across the resistance is considered positive. Let us see how to apply Kirchhoff's laws to network and obtain the equations for potential difference and currents. Let R1 resistance is connected to E1, R3 to battery having EMF E2 and resistance R2 connected diagonally forming the network ABCD. I1 current drawn from source E1, I2 current from source E2. From junction point A, current I1 plus I2 flows through resistance R2. From junction C, current I2 through resistance R3 returns back to source E2 and current I1 through R1 to source E1. In this network, ABCA and ACDA, two loops, loop 1 and loop 2 we are observing. As we know, potential drop does not depend on path, it depends on initial and final position. Let us apply Kirchhoff's voltage law to loop ABCA in clockwise sense, the equation for the loop ABCA is minus E1 plus I1 R1 plus I1 plus I2 R2 is equal to 0. In the loop ABCA, source E1, resistance R1 and another resistance R2, the components are there. As per the sign convention, for source E1, path from A to B, that means from positive terminal to negative terminal of the source E1. Therefore, the minus sign is assigned and the EMF across the source E1 is minus E1. For resistance R1, direction of the loop A to B and the direction of the flow of current both are opposite to each other. Therefore, potential gain is there and potential difference across the resistance R1 is I1 R1. For R2, the path traces from C to A and flow of current I1 plus I2 opposite to path traces. Therefore, potential difference across R2 is I into R, that is I1 plus I2 is the current flowing across the resistance R2. The potential difference across the resistance R2 by Kirchhoff's voltage law in a closed loop of network, algebraic sum of potential differences for all components plus algebraic sum of all EMFs is equal to 0. Thus, obtaining the equation for the second loop, we can write the equation for loop by applying the Kirchhoff's voltage law. Thus, solving the equation simultaneously, we can find the values of current and EMF in the network. How to apply the Kirchhoff's law to the circuit? First step we have to remember, that is, while applying Kirchhoff's law to the circuit, the first step we have to remember, first step, draw current from one or more cells. You have to apply current law, Kirchhoff's current law or KCL for distribution of current as the current entering at the junction, the current I entering the junction and I1, I2 currents leaving the junction. You can write I2 as I minus. You have to first apply the Kirchhoff's current law to the circuit for the distribution of current. Then the second step, choosing the loop. That loop should be closed. Can involve any number of cells or resistors. Then the third step, direction of loop. That means you have to select the path. It may be clockwise or anti-clockwise. Suppose such type of network we have, the components are connected, resistors across the cell. Two loops we are observing here. You can select the direction of the loop. For one loop, it may be clockwise, another you can select anti-clockwise. Both the directions you can select as a clockwise or anti-clockwise, or any one of them is clockwise and another will be anti-clockwise. That depends on your choice, but you have to first fix the direction of loop. Then after fixing the direction of loop, you have to apply Kirchhoff's voltage law to all independent loops. And the last step, and solve the equations obtained simultaneously. In case the answer of current variable is negative, it means the conventional current is flowing in the direction opposite to that of chosen direction. Thus, applying ACL and KVL, Kirchhoff's current law and Kirchhoff's voltage law to complex circuit, we can determine potential drop and current flowing through complex circuits. In the next lecture, we will discuss about the applications of Kirchhoff's laws.